Hello, my name is Prajwal Sen and this is my final year project, Auto Attendance System. This is an attendance management system that uses face recognition technology. So when we start the project, it asks us to log into the system. Register feature is not implemented in the system because it does not require multiple users. So admin login details can log into the system as well. Let's log into the system. This is the home page of the system. This train system button will train the face recognition model. This face recognizer button will initialize the webcam to recognize the person. And the main features of the system are also explained here. So under the navigation menu, we have home button to redirect to the home page. Manage student button to redirect to the student form page through which we can add and update new student, and student list to view the student record. Manage attendance, this will redirect to the attendance form page through which we can add and update the attendance record, and attendance report to view the attendance record, and log out to log out from the system. So let's this is the student form to add and update the student record, and this is the student records. So far we have recorded 3 students, Ali K, Priya K and Prajwal Sen, and these are the ID of them. So photo samples are also stored, so it is showing 1. So the face recognition model is trained under the image samples of these 3 persons, and the image labels are taken as the ID so that it will be easier to extract the information of the recognized person through the ID from the database. This this is the attendance record so far. So let's try to record the attendance through the face recognizer. So this will initialize a webcam that will detect the person in front of the webcam. So it is showing 84% 309 ps. 309 ps is the ID, or say image label, that my images are stored and trained. So if we enter record date, the Prajwal Sen 309 ps. Prajwal Sen, there are 2 records that were, this record was already stored. Let's delete the today's record, today's all record, and try it again. So it is showing if your ID is 309 ps, hit enter, which is my ID. So my records are extracted through the ID, that is image label, as well from the database, and it is showing the attendance status present. Let's try another person. This is Ali. His images is stored as 109 AK, which is his ID as well. So this is showing if your ID is 109 AK, hit enter. So now Ali's record is also recorded as present for today's date, June 8. This is my record and this is Ali record. So let's try someone whose images are not trained in the system. This person's images are not recorded in the system, so it did not recognize the person. So it is only showing press Q to quit. If we try to hit enter this time, it will say the person is not recorded in the system. So this is the recognition part. We can also update and delete the records. So let's try to update this record. So for today's date, let's make him leave. So now he is on leave. So I can also delete the record. So this is Ali K June 3 record. I want to delete this record to this button. So now it is the record is deleted. So we have only 2 records now. Let's try to add a new record to the student. The student ID will be taken as reference to store the image samples and train the images as image labels as well. So these gender options are hard-coded in the system. The admin cannot alter those options, but the group can be altered through the admin panel. So the new record has been recorded in the system under name Prakash, is ID 12345, and the image sample is image status is showing 0. That means the image samples are not recorded in the system. So if we click on this camera button, it will collect image samples and record under the name, under the label of student ID 12345. And after training the images, the labels for this person's images will be 12345, which will be used to extract the details from the database. So it will collect 300 sample images. For the face recognition part, I have implemented OpenCV library, and I have used R cascade to detect the face and LBPH to recognize the face. LBPH is an algorithm. So here we can see photo status is 1, that means image samples are recorded. We can also view in the file explorer. So here is the 12345 folder and the image samples are recorded here. We can update this record. Suppose let's try to change the number to 12345. Number, email, class, submit. So the record is now recorded. We can also delete the record. Now the record is deleted. Let's back to, and this is the features. So this is the feature of my system. Well, let's try to change the group from the admin panel. Let's try to add a new group, C3, G6. Let's try to add a new group. So new group is added. View site. Now here we can see the new group C3, G6 is added to the system. So suppose we have no training samples. So under the training dataset, we have no training samples, no images to train. So in this condition, if we try to train the system, it will say no images found to train. So it did not find any images, so this is showing the error message. So after training, the system is not trained, and so now if we try to open it says you need to train the system first. So these are the features of my system, and we can log out to the logout button. So yes, this is my final year project. Thank you.